Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Locke. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Chiefs at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They find some open field here. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this 1st half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone on his blockers?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Locke going to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Mahomes going to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Running right through him. He's got some room to operate. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lock now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
George Karlaftis in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He sets to fire deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. They got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Taking it about the 1. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Block it in motion right. On 1st down, Locke. He's going to go up top again. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Lock now on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the toss point begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
43! Attack!
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now is Locke. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 132 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles is deep.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. And when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes will throw.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So third down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He made his only attempt earlier. this for the win. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
43! Let's get it right.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Locke going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was thanks largely to the efforts of their quarterback, Drew Lock.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner. He was in total control right from the get-go. Finished with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I don't think he could have played a whole lot better.